Alright troops, it's your da. Welcome to Skateboarding with your da. Today we're in Aberdeen at Transition Extreme Indoor Skatepark. It's a cracking wee place with all the usual stuff you find at an indoor park. Mostly only skated the street area, because bowls are like the boogeyman of skateboarding. I'm too scared to look under my bed in case I fall into a plywood abyss and get my face chewed off. Pretty rational, don't you think? This is only the second time I've skated this place, and the first time I've skated plywood in a good few years. Even simple things like dropping in that I've been doing for years felt unnerving to start with, but I did learn a little trick from the locals. If you rub your wheels against the wall, it helps get all the crap off to get a better grip. Even then it was still a lot slicker than I'm used to, but rather than letting it bother me, I used it to my advantage, and the only way I know, by doing some vert slides. I tried to put a line together, starting my wee manual in this box, and then a vert slide up the bank, tapping the board on the side of the ledge, and then sliding back down, which took me a lot more tries than I'm willing to admit. I want to say that this next one counts, but I'm not sure I can take it in good conscience. I got a clean manual, a decent slide, I tapped the ledge, and then I got a bit carried away. Never mind. And this slightly bigger manny pad here, I definitely wouldn't be skating this without the kicker. It's way above my skill level, so I just did this one ollie off it and then immediately went back to the smaller box. Then I went up and got my camera, and well, do you remember that plywood abyss that I spoke about in the intro? Well, there it was confronting me in the form of this fucking huge vert wall. Just like the last time I was in Aberdeen, this place is really showing off my weaknesses to the world. It's fucking awesome here, but just a different beast altogether. I'm sliding all over the place. It's going to take me a while to get used to this, but it's all good. I took my helmet with me as well. Maybe I should be wearing it, get the confidence up a bit, but I took it so I can get some head cam shots, some POV shots. Funnily enough, I didn't even put the helmet on once, let alone film any POV. I guess I was just having too much fun skating the manny pad. In fact, I pretty much spent the whole session on it. I tried to get a fairly straightforward 50-50, which I know I can do because I spent months relearning them at my current spot, but for some reason I was back to old habits. This wee guy was giving it full send every single try, and he took quite a few slams and just kept getting back up and trying again like it was nothing. Pretty cool to see since we don't have a lot of young skaters up my way. So I persevered with a 50-50, and after a few more failed attempts I finally got one. It's not the prettiest looking 50-50 I've ever done, but it'll do. I probably could have kept going and got a cleaner one, but I had this crazy idea to try a nollie shove out, and if I'm honest I probably could have landed that as well with a bit more effort, but I didn't want to push my luck and ruin a good session. Famous last words! After a couple more half-assed attempts at the nollie shove, it was time to move on. In what would turn out to be my last trick of the session, I decided I would try a pop shove it off the manny pad, and considering pop shove it's are one of the very few tricks that I've got reasonable consistency on, you'd be forgiven for thinking I'd be able to smash these out like Elon Musk does with Twitter employees. In this attempt right here, I probably should have taken that as a sign from the skate gods it was all going to end in tears. Nevertheless, I went for it anyway. The problem is I didn't just send it and accept my fate with a bruised elbow and some splinters. Oh no, I don't do full send. Do you know what I did? I half sent it, didn't I? And what happens when you only half send it? What happens when you've kicked it away so many times that that one time that you do actually go for it, you hesitate just that tiny little bit at the last second?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
That's right, kids. You get wrecked. Over, I think. I think that's the universe's way of telling me that I've overstayed my welcome here. Definitely the worst rolled ankle I've had since I got back into skateboarding 2.5 years ago. I think I'll be taking a break for a little while. Your da sells Avon.